Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the stage.
Oh, yeah. 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 Boop, boop. Boop, boop.
Yeah.
Woo! Let go, let go. Look, we about to get it brackin' in this bitch. You just tuned into the littest channel on Twitch. And I am T-Pain, you know the OG. So when you think of legends, I am one of those kings. Hope please, get on both knees. I'm your host tonight, but feel free to host me. I'm a big brainer, pro gamer. Other channels lame-os, they no namers. 5 subs, 20 subs, 50. Yeah, I can't put money in the bank cause it won't fit in. I stay loyal to my royals and you know I can't switch. Take the trash outside, better get out my face, bitch. That's what's up. Hey, that's what's up. Hey, that's what's up. Hey, that's right. Let's go, check.
What's up, guys? We're back. Live stream Arama. I don't. The last time I did a live stream, I think was on Sunday, Friday, Saturday. Anyways, I was painting custom clones. I think it was Saturday. I don't. Whatever it was. Anyways, we're back. It's been a little while since we've had like a proper 6K live stream. So we got Yes Man here, Mike. Actually, he's down. He's down there. Like I've got. That's funny. If I do this, it looks less.
There you go.
I don't know. Here, White. How about this view? Boom, he's gone.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll do this. We're bouncing around. So, you have been a busy fella. I've been a busy fella, and now we're going to relax and talk all things nerddom.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. So the plan for tonight is I have a Grail to unbox. So we'll get into that, and that's going to be interesting. It just arrived today. So thank you, Mark, for selling me this particular piece. And we're going to be unboxing here live. And then we're going to do a little Q&A session. So whatever Qs you have in the chat, we are going to try and supply the A's. Now, I will tell you, you may not agree with our A's, but you asked the Q. So that's how it works. That's how it goes. So before we'll let people start loading up questions or whatever, I like that hat, by the way, man. That's nice.
This is a good hat. A dear friend of mine gave me this hat.
Somebody commented on the last live stream, where did he get that hat? Where did he get that hat? I didn't have the heart to tell him that he couldn't have one, so or she or whoever, whatever it was. Yeah, so I didn't. At least I get to see it every once in a while. It's a nice hat.
It is my favorite hat, I will admit.
Wow. Let's see if I can get some other merch from my guy. But yeah, T-Pain was in the house for the intro. Thank you, T-Pain, for supplying the intro. It's very kind of you to do so. Yeah. So today I've got this Grail figure. Actually, it's right here. We're going to unbox that. This past week, I unboxed the Clone Wars Mall, which is somewhere. I don't know where the hell he's at. What the hell? Oh, there he is. He's right here. Clone Wars Mall. I had 3 Darth Maul figures. I can figure out I had the right one. Clone Wars Mall arrived. So I figured we'd talk about this for a minute because I know you have some thoughts and maybe some people in the chat have some thoughts. And we can start with this. We got Ahsoka last week, which you don't have. Stinks. Stinks. And I also don't have mine from Sideshow either. So I
it's going to be the new Endgame cap.
It's the new in-game cap, yeah, or the new Pennywise, like in-game cap and Pennywise. I don't know. I think did Medic get his finally? He said his was.
Yeah, I think he got his.
He finally got his. But I ordered mine. You guys can let me know in the chat. I ordered mine like within 10 minutes of it dropping, and nothing. So that was your first figure order.
Yeah, that was my first order. I think Mark 7 was the first one to arrive.
That's not a bad one to start. Well, Iron Man is a tough one to start with because it's so awesome. But,
yeah, that's true, especially the Mark 7.
So on a scale of like 1 to 10, 1 being like bland, retirement home food, to 10 being like fresh ocean salt. Like, where are you at in your level of saltiness about Ahsoka not being here?
Of Ahsoka not being here? Probably like a 7. I think that this, when you learn in like science classes back in high school, you learned about those different ways that people get programmed with, the Pavlovian response, and you ring the bell. And if I remember correctly, the strongest way to program somebody or to instill a certain behavior is randomization. So it's the reason why, like, when people go to Vegas and they do the slot machines, they're so addicted to it because it's a random reward. And I feel like Sideshow's trying to do that with their shipping. They're making it completely random, and so people keep coming back thinking that they're going to get that score, they're going to get that early release, they're going to get that early shipment, and then you end up sitting for 6 months on end game cap. And so they're playing their hand smart. I don't necessarily blame them for it. It's just really frustrating because it's been a long time since I paid that figure off, and still waiting.
Yeah. In the chat, do you have yours yet? Let me know. Some people have it. Some people have her, or they just got her in the mail or whatever. And I've been told in the past by random people that it's like a first order, first serve basis. I think that has been completely debunked. Especially since we know, like Joseph Lynch, who ordered the in-game cap. And he had his own order, and they were like, no, we don't have it yet. And then he went on the website and bought one, added to cart, and they shipped that one. But the one he pre-ordered a year and a half ago, they didn't ship.
Yeah.
I think that's debunked. I think that's completely
well, and they have these, ambassadors now that are, trying to act like they're customer support. And then when you ask them any question, any direct question, it's like, the White House press secretary with evasion. Like they make bullshit up, and they're like, oh, well, we try to ship them in the order in which they're placed. It's like, what do you mean by try? I don't go to like the Starbucks, wait in line and see 12 people who are behind me get their coffee before I do. Like, it's not hard to have an order by which people have paid theirs off or ordered them. I don't care which criteria you go with, but it's a pretty simple formula. So I don't understand what this try is.
I don't know. I got nothing, man. I would think if I had that many complaints in a business that is social media driven for sure, that if I saw these things going on, I might hold a meeting and I'd be like, hey guys, we need to chat about this. Like, what the hell? And they might be thinking that's how it's supposed to happen, but the reality is that that's not how it works. Mm-hmm. And nobody's asking the right questions.
Well, and one of the customer service people started going down this rabbit hole about like zip codes and places that are closest to their distribution centers. And I was just like, I think you're just, talking at your ass. And then of course the ambassador card started being thrown around, and I'm just like, whatever. Yeah. So I canceled that specific figure. I canceled, and I ordered from overseas, and now I have them up on my DTOF.
You have the one from overseas before you got the one from a legit source in the States. That's how it goes, though. That's just, man. That's how it goes. Now, do you have your? I guess I should ask this. Did you get the Boba Fett 2-pack, or are you getting the other one?
No, it's right there.
Okay, all right. So you got that one. Somebody just mentioned that, Chad. We'll get your question in just a second. We haven't really talked about it since you got it. So what do you?
Oh, I love it. I think that 2-pack wasn't cheap, right? Like, I mean, it's like the other 2-packs that they put out. You have to commit to a certain dollar amount to get it. But I feel like the two figures are unique enough that I thought the value was there. Obviously, I would rather have 2 head sculpts so I could put them on both figures, but you kind of knew that going into it. So no, I think it's fantastic. I bogarted one of your poses from your review video, and yeah, it was really hard to get his arms to come back to the stick.
It really is.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna do. So I got this resin printer. I just thought of this while you were here, and I want to make a plaque, and it's going to be posed copied from or posed by, and it'd be like posed by Jeddah. So every time somebody copies one of my poses, they can put it like on the plaque.
Absolutely. Well, and I stole posing with Peter on the Mysterio Spider-Man. So I'm happy to give credit because I cannot pose figures without inspiration. So it's either a statue or it's one of your videos.
Yeah. So let me know. I'll have to design that. Just pose by. You can just put it on your plaque. I don't care if you guys steal my poses. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I'm flattered. I think I was going back. I was thinking about today of all the releases so far this year. I know we're just beginning of April, but that's my favorite release so far this year. Is that 2-pack? Even above Ahsoka and above Maul, that 2-pack so far for me is my favorite release.
Well, and I think we got exactly what we expected. And like I said, the value on it was decent. I feel, and I will get to it, but I feel a bit cheated on the Maul. So yeah, I agree with you. I think that's probably the best release so far.
I got you. All right, so let's go to the chat. Let's see who's here tonight. Chris C is in the house. Mazu, what's up? He's a Call of Duty guy. T-Pain is the Grail. Right, exactly. Alfonso Nation's in here. Brian, I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces. I see some that I don't recall. So just throwing that out there. If you're new, say hello. Love to hear from you guys. The Toy Realm, what's up? What's up? Hey, I've seen that guy before. What else? All right, you go Yoda Pagoda. I can't help but wonder if me complaining to customer service about FET set not shipping from Sideshow resulted in our FETs getting shipped. Was shipped the next day. If that is true, Yoda Pagoda, then get to work. I think you could start a service, an Etsy service or a subscription service, and people would pay you a fee
to complain on their behalf.
Yes. Please negotiate with Sideshow on my order to ship my shit. Like, that would be the great thing. Let's see here. Oh, yes, this. I want to talk about this. Caspar Trenchard Turner. My Boba 2-pack was shipped about a month after Sideshow charged me for it. Yes, I want to talk about that because I got an email, and I know it wasn't alone. I got an email for the Ahsoka premium format last week, and it said, your Ahsoka premium format exclusive edition is arriving in 10 days. You're going to be billed tomorrow. Like, there it goes. So I was thinking exactly you guys dealt with that FET thing, and I was sitting there going, and Ahsoka, and I'm sitting there going, nah, I ain't playing that game. So the next day, I got on with customer service. Well, I had to bypass the ambassador. That took me like 15 minutes.
Yep.
That's a whole other, like, they really don't want you to talk to an actual customer service. Those ambassadors they were nice, whoever it was. They were nice, but they couldn't solve my problem. So, like, let me bypass you. It's like when it's like you have a kid and they know that the dad's going to be the one that can solve the problem, or the mom's going to be the one that can solve the problem. Then they go to whichever one. They'll skip the other one to go get what they want. So anyways, so I knew the ambassador was going to be completely useless in this case. So I bypassed them. And I said, what is this thing actually? I said, do you have this? Because I don't mind paying you for it if you have it. But I don't want to pay you and then you hold my money for a month while you get around to getting it off the boat. I switched that particular order over to a payment plan. And when I see people like it says shipping, then I'll go pay it off and ship it and I'll review it because I want it. But I'm not playing that game.
Well, and the funny thing about that is they, in my opinion, misinterpret this 1972 law or regulation about having to send out that notification where you have to like say, if it's delayed more than 30 days or whatever, I don't want you to cancel my order, which is like such a handed way of doing that, right? Instead of saying maybe when it's delayed, I can just initiate if I want to cancel it and get my refund, instead of making me, before it's delayed, commit to still paying for it even after it is delayed. Again, so they do this weird thing where we have to confirm that we still don't want them to cancel our orders if something's delayed, because they have to stick within the law. But then they end up doing that with the Boba 2-pack, which is taking our money 3 weeks in advance before something has even arrived in their warehouse. Yeah, it just, none of it makes sense. Like, it really doesn't. I hate bashing on them all the time, but this is like business 101 stuff that they do. It's just, it's really embarrassing.
It is embarrassing, and for you'd expect that for a company that's been in business for less than a year, 2 years, but not
Right.
30 or 20 or however long they've been around. All right, Brian Harris says, "What do you guys think about the 2022 General Grievous from Sideshow? Have you heard any feedback? If the joint issue has been fixed?" I'm not sure if that's an actual question or are you pulling my leg? I'm not sure. But are we talking about the 6 scale figure or are we talking about the statue? So, Brian, if you clarify that, I'll be more than happy to answer your question. Or are you being sarcastic? I don't know.
It could go either way.
I don't want to assume, so I don't know. AJ says, I'm probably going to steal an Ahsoka pose from you whenever she shows up. I will probably do a separate posing video for Ahsoka. When I get some more free time to do so. Those take a very long time. So I'm willing, D-Armory says, I'm willing to bet the Unsealed and Revealed from Mars is a figure that not many of us have asked for. Yeah, I saw that. They did it's a mystery Unsealed and Revealed. Let's see some guesses in the chat what you think it is. I don't
Maybe
know.
it's one of those New Zealand silver coins that they keep putting out. Man, I got some hate when I posted on that thing.
Yeah.
People are pretty salty.
Maybe it's one of those pewter statues that they can't sell.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Apparently, the cost of pewter has skyrocketed since when I was a kid walking in the mall with those little like kiosks in the mall that were selling like little pewter figurines for like $20. Apparently, the cost of pewter has just skyrocketed based on their prices.
It is now a precious metal. Pewter. I don't know, but I don't know what it possibly could be. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know where to speculate on that. My only guess would be Anakin on Stap would be an interesting thing to see. I don't know.
I mean, if it was an Anakin on Stap, I'm still not going to watch it, but I'd be excited that it's close to release.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch it for sure.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Maybe it's your Ahsoka that they're gonna. It's like that's gonna be it.
This is Mike's Ahsoka right here.
And we got it, and we're not going to ship it to you for another 45 days. Like
exactly.
That's what it's going to be.
So Brian, I guess, clarified it was the 1/6 scale. He says no BS.
Okay. All right, Brian, I will be happy to help you out. So I did an unboxing of that figure last year because I did buy it. I still have him over there. I've posed him on that video, and I have not touched it since. It's sitting over there. Some people have reported that the new ones that are shipping have the new joints, but I cannot personally vouch for that. I don't know. What I can tell you is it is the only 6 scale Grievous that exists. Take that for what you want. You very well may love it. Some people do. Some people absolutely hate it. And a lot of people, most people are in the middle. Like they're happy to have it, but it just annoys them that it's not better. That's probably.
But they love the cape.
They love the cape. And here's a funny thing about that. I think it's in here somewhere. I don't even know. You know, they shipped out the extra replacement joints for that, and I never even opened them. They're in my parts bin over here of stores. It's still in the envelope they shipped them in. I never even opened them. Like so, I've heard that they're better. Yeah.
Although he has 6 joints and they shipped out 2 replacement parts, right?
Correct. Yeah, just for the double arms. Yeah. Or I guess you can use them all, whichever one. But I haven't even opened it yet because I didn't mess with it. Brian says, yeah, I'm new to collect. Just got to collect Star Wars Hot Toys. Started with light side Anakin, and that morphed into 20 in like 3 months. Slow down, brother. Slow down. Tap the brakes. Tap the brakes. All right. So let me talk about a video I've got dropping probably tomorrow, if not late tonight, probably tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. I made a post, and we can go through that post. I'll pull up that Facebook feed in a little bit. But that would be an interesting topic for later in the show. But I made a video on the 5 6 scale figures to avoid in collecting. So that is the video that I'm dropping either late tonight or tomorrow or some in the next 24 hours. I'll drop that video. But we'll go through the Facebook comments and we'll look at some of those because actually some of them are pretty interesting. Michael's in the house. What's up? 2-pack Boba's going to ship soon. Hey, Mike, now you're in it too. Now you need a monster. Oh, he likes Monster though.
Yeah. I have Costco things of Monster, but I actually drank too many Monsters for a while, and I had to cut back. So you can damage your liver by drinking too many Monsters.
So I was at this was years ago. I was with my wife, and we went to like a consignment shop. She was shopping, doing her shit. So we went to this consignment shop, and in the corner of this consignment shop was the smaller cans of the sugar-free Red Bull. Mm-hmm. Right? They were like cases of them, and they were $10 a case. Mm-hmm. So I bought all of them. Like all of them. They were like $1. It was $1 a can. I was like, shit. Right. I bought them all. So I must have bought 200 freaking cans of Red Bull. And I had them piled up. And every time I'd walk by and be like, cool, I have Red Bull. They lasted long, but they should have lasted a lot longer. So buying them by the case, terrible.
It's like when you tell people, oh yeah, caffeine doesn't affect me, and then you're like eating a piece of pizza and you can't like focus on the tip of the piece of pizza because it's just shaking too much. Yeah.
I want to see that video. That would be good. Yeah, no Monster. Tonight's live stream is sponsored by Sundrop, my go-to drink. I was going to have some coffee, but I actually ran out of coffee beans. So,
yep, that's what I'm partaking in.
Yeah. Is it decaf?
There's no such thing. I don't do decaf.
I agree. Anyways, yeah, I've got this guy. Now, you are getting this.
Yeah, he's right by. I already have him.
Okay. That's right. You already have him. You just have Ahsoka. And you were talking about how it was a lazy release based on the previous ones. And now you got this and are kind of, you want the other one. You want the solo one.
Yeah, I want the solo one now, which my brother was happy to text me and let me know that he picked up already. So
your brother, I like your brother. He's funny. He's funny. Yeah. So Mike's brother started collecting about, I don't know, yesterday. And every time, and Michael will say something in our Discord chat, we're playing Call of Duty or whatever. He goes, I'm thinking about this figure. And Kevin's like, huh, okay. And he'll buy it and get it, and then taunt Mike that he's got it.
Yeah. He went from 0 to, we were talking, the last guy who posted saying that, now he has 20 figures. Kevin is approaching that, and like you said, he's been collecting since like yesterday. So
yeah, and third scale premium or statues, prime ones,
and now he's buying Magi cases. His first Magi cases arrived. So yeah,
he has a Magi case before I do.
Yeah. He doesn't believe in the whole gateway drug. He just goes straight in.
He went straight for the heroin or the fentanyl or whatever the heck people are doing. But it's I'm gonna tell you what, it's crazy.
He's also probably watching right now too, because he's probably texting
me. Christian says, when is Hot Toys Miles Morales got? Dude, I'm with you, man. Like if they dropped Spider-Verse Miles, I would be super excited about that.
Yeah.
I would be more excited about that than I would Anakin.
Well, because you have Anakin.
Yeah, true. But I just think of the posing possibility. And we got Spider-Gwen, Spider-Ham, and the whole thing. And I'm just like,
well, and yeah, as much as I love the Spider-Gwen, the scaling on her compared to the Miles from the video game, she's a lot smaller. So the Spider-Verse Miles is going to be a nice addition.
Yeah, and I'm probably going to get. I know I'm going to shoot myself in the foot here, but probably get 2 or because of the different looks. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
it's not a good plan, but it is a plan. Unstuck in Time says, "Hey gang, newish to 162. Welcome. If you have questions, please put them in the chat. We will do our best to help you out. Okay. All right. All right. We got another one. I called Sideshow today to find out where's my order for Classic Spidey. Oh God, yeah, I've had that for like a month now. As well as an update for Spider-Verse Miles. They told me for Miles they don't have any new date yet. That hurts, man. That hurts. That stinks. Let's see here. OG fan, when Star Wars was just a Star Wars. Hey man, thank you. Welcome. Well, he's on all the streams. So rock and roll, man. Today was the first time customer service. They would not accommodate simple requests. I think I'm done with them. 70 orders, 14 Prios, and they told me no twice. Ouch.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. We have spent a lot of time talking and criticizing Sideshow, the company, but the one place that we've always been pretty, positive about is their customer service, which, of course, my perspective is you should never know a company's customer service as much as we know Sideshow's customer service, because it means we have to use them a lot.
Right.
But for them to now be degrading their customer service, it's like,
it is tough. Somebody pulled up. Let's see. I want to jump in here. War Joe has a good thought. I have seen random photos of this figure, but I have not taken a deep dive into it.
Oh yeah, I think that the head sculpt, underneath the cap looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's Toys Era. Let's see if I can't pull photos of it. But Toys Era, I think it's got some possibilities. Maybe.
I'm just not getting anything from that line, so.
It was my least favorite series on Disney Plus.
Yep.
And I do not have photos lined up for that one, but yeah, that's definitely not what I was looking for. That was my least favorite line from Disney Plus, and so probably won't get it. I don't know, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't. It's just I didn't.
Well, the Falcon is going to be an amazing figure. It's just I'm not going to get anything from that show, so I'm not even getting the Falcon because it wouldn't go with anything I have. But yeah, they took a character that was a 2-time Medal of Honor war hero and then just turned him into this brutish villain. I just thought it was lazy writing.
Yeah, I'm with you. It was, yeah. Michael says, my super chat. That was your question? What? Oh, Michael, we don't have any monster, man. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get some of you guys' questions. I have Mark 85 battle damage paid off and hearing mixed things. Your thoughts? Brad, it's flipping amazing. Like 10 out of 10. Amazing.
Yeah, 9 out of 10. They didn't do the battle damage to the back of it.
9 out of 10. Amazing. I like it. And it's one of the few. I got a decent amount of Iron Man. It will catch your eye in your collection as long as you got good lighting on it. It'll catch your eye. That one and the Mark 7, and then the Midas. The Midas one is you can't miss that one. It's like freaking Marvel C-3PO. You cannot miss that figure. I like the battle damage one more than the clean one, but that's not really a shocker. I kind of predicted that when they even announced it.
Well,
which I'm really shocked. They didn't give us a battle damage cap. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, maybe they'll give us a battle damage cap with Aunt May. I actually have a friend that's buying he doesn't collect any Hot Toys yet, but he is buying the battle damage 85 as his one. Yeah, one. We all know how that goes.
Yeah, right.
Figure, and he's been waiting for it for now 2 years. Keeps texting me. He's like, "Why haven't I gotten this?" I was like, "You're new to the game." But that's for him. It's the definitive Iron Man, and so he's that's his one figure he's going to buy.
Well, I wish him all the best in sticking with the one.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Because that one, that is definitely a gateway figure.
Yeah. Well, it's like the Mark 7. Like when you buy one Iron Man, that's tough to start with.
It's true. Axel says, "Hey, Jenna, just moved to NC close to Raleigh." Hey, man, awesome. Off the top of your head, you happen to know a good spot to go for? Ultimate Comics. There's 3 locations in that region. Ultimate Comics, tell them I sent you. They have 6-scale figures, and they're licensed. They're an official distributor of Sideshow, so they're going to have Sideshow and like statues and Hot Toys and different pieces. But Ultimate Comics, the Cary location is my favorite one. Go check them out. But there's 3 locations, and they're all within like 30 minutes of each other. So go check them out. But welcome to the Tar Heel State, man. Let's see here. Do you have? Let's talk about this. Do you have the Robert Pattinson 1/6 Batman? I don't have it yet, but I will get it. I know somebody else who's thinking about getting a vehicle about that. Did you ever land on a version?
It's funny. I every day I vacillate between the two. I think in the end I will probably end up going with the clean version. He made his, from what I've seen online, he's made his pre-order mark that he'll, his minimum. So he's going to make them. I don't need the little signature edition, so I'm not feeling too rushed on it anymore. But yeah, I think the clean version is where I'm going to go down on.
See, I'm undecided. Here's where I'm at with that. I have plenty of Jazzy diorama pieces inbound and already here. So I love what he does. But recently I've been thinking I've got 66 Batmobile coming from him. I've got a tumbler coming. I have a Bat Pod, which I'm getting rid of the Bat Pod. I'm selling that. It's going away. And then he's doing the Batman I don't know how many Batman vehicles I need in my Star Wars man cave. Like that's kind of where I'm at right now. As much as I really like that vehicle, I really like that movie. It was a great Batman movie. I like that vehicle. I'm thinking, how much like real estate am I willing to give to Batman? That's where I'm at right now. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's tough. I don't know the answer to that. But if I end up getting it, I think I've pretty much convinced myself to get the weathered version.
Well, it's funny because even when I've been thinking about the clean version, I keep going back to his snow speeder too. Like, that thing's gigantic, but at least you could maybe hang that. I don't know. It's tough.
That's a tough one, man. I know William's getting that one in the Patreon group. He's I don't know, man. There's just so flipping big. Everybody goes, I want a 6-scale this vehicle. I want a 6-scale this. I want a 6-scale AT-AT. And I'm like, you guys don't understand how large these things are.
Right.
Like Ray's sand speeder it's like 2 foot long. It's
probably about as big as your Razor Crest, right?
Yes, very much so. Yes. I mean, it's not as wide, obviously, but yes, it takes up a lot of real estate. And, some knucklehead talked me into buying a flipping $800 Lego set. It takes up a lot of real estate.
Well, you need to get the stand so it comes up on the side, because that decreases the amount of space it takes up.
I currently have it on my coffee table laid flat. It fits perfect. Like it's the ideal location for it. But then in the back of my head, I'm like, I'm going to need somewhere to put other vehicles I got. So I'm going to have to do. I've even looked at like wall mounts for it, like with the light kit on the wall and all this kind of stuff. We'll see. Do you like Solo Mall more than Clone Wars Mall? I do. Yes. I have all the malls. I like Solo Mall the best. Yeah, I do.
Yep.
And
salty.
Reason being, it has double jointed elbows. Love that. The legs, even though they're not Clone Wars specific, they're Solo specific. The detail on the legs it's like an Iron Man. It's just cool.
So my quick vent about this Clone Wars Mall. Solo Mall was in the Solo movie for like 1 hot minute, right? And then we have Clone Wars Mall, who was in Clone Wars for multiple seasons, and he's been delayed, and they give us a single jointed, reused body from the Wolverine, paint mismatching between the face and the chest. The legs have, visible screws in the bottom. Like, I don't understand. They literally didn't create anything new for that figure except for the metal legs. And even then, I mean, it's pretty basic stuff. Like, I had been waiting for this figure for 2 years, and for a company that, again, prides itself on accuracy and all this other kind of stuff, I was just so disappointed. I like the figure. I'm not saying it's a bad figure, but from what Hot Toys has proven that they can do, this was an afterthought.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm just a little salty, and I should have just bought the Solo one.
He's been salty since it released like 2 weeks ago. So
yeah, I'm not getting over
it. You will never get over it. You will never get over it. So good question. All right. So I'm gonna take a quick pause here because I've got an unboxing. I have a Grail right here. Well, I'll call it a Grail because a lot of people call it a Grail. I have this box right here, and here's the thing: this box, what's in here, is not even mine. I bought it to give away, so that makes no sense. But just hear me out. So I'm going to open this up. If you guys would like to take a guess on what the heck's in here, you can. If some of you might already know because I already announced the giveaway, but there's that. But I'm gonna go ahead and open this up because it arrived today, and I really should just keep it and then have 2 of these, but it's all right. Linda, yes, it's a box. Linda's always the one unboxing stuff on our Zoom meetups. She cheats a lot, but Mark did a fantastic job packaging it. We got some bubble wraps, and he did a good. I shipped out some figures today as well that I moved on to other collectors, and all right, he packages very well. Okay, that's plastic. Sorry. Now, dang, it wasn't going anywhere. That's for sure. Okay, we got bubble wraps. Yeah, he did a good job. All right. Okay. Do we have guesses? What the box? Let's go ahead and open this thing up. Woo! It's like I already have this. Hey. Yeah, he
Well, so the question is, if somebody wins this, if they have not collected from that line before, is this going to do more damage than good?
Ooh.
They're going to have to start buying.
Oh yeah, this is a total gateway to the end of your bank account. Yes, yeah. I need that. I almost did it earlier. I was thinking about. I was watching a clip like the best of Michael Scott, right, for The Office, because I freaking love The Office. And there was like he starts off, and the first one he comes out like the best of it goes. He walks out, he goes, "I declare bankruptcy." I was just thinking how appropriate that is for like a live stream stuff. But no, the figure we're giving away is this guy. Boom. Boom. We're giving away this guy. So I'm actually super excited to be able to do this. I've been looking for one of these to do a giveaway for a while. Mark messaged me and said, "Hey, I've got this. Would you like to buy it?" And I said, "Yes, please." So I bought it. He shipped it, and I'm going to send it off to somebody else. So I'm probably going to I'll do an unboxing review on this because I never have done one on this figure because it came out in 2016. But we're going to give this away to one of our Patreon supporters. So if you would like an opportunity to check this out or just check out other cool stuff, patreon.com/Shadow Patrol. We're going to give one of these away. And I'm actually pretty excited for that. So there's that. Now, Mike says he should win it because he doesn't own one. I'm not sure the other participants would completely agree. But
you don't think that's a good justification?
It's here's what I would suggest. Contact Sideshow support and let me know.
Well, so who is it that's won like 3 times? Is it William?
No. Only one person's won twice, and that was Jeff. That was early last year. He's only
it was Jeff that got a couple in a row. Okay.
Yeah, he won the John Wick, which that hurt me. He actually came here and met me, and I gave him the John Wick. That was kind of cool. And then he won something else. I don't remember the other one, but yeah, we're going to be giving this guy away. So there you go. Linda says, I don't have one either. Linda, you don't have any clones. You should start with clones. You don't need K2. So, Mike, it is an amazing giveaway. I agree. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, it's this is one of those figures where the character is more than the sum of the parts in the box. I think that's what this one lies. And I only wish I bought more when they was $235. So that's how that goes. Anyways. Oh yeah, I was going to pull up this Facebook post about the 5 figures that everybody says we should avoid. Let me go there because I think this is actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, and just to clarify, you're not saying just Hot Toys. You're saying 6 scale across the board.
Yeah,
because I mean you've bought a couple of third parties that have not gone so well.
yes, I have. Yes, I have. It's not gone well for a couple of them. All right, let's pull up this post. All right, and no promises if you happen to, there's 120 comments on this thread. This ought to be interesting. I don't know where it's going to lead, so hopefully nothing inappropriate. Let's go there. Nope, not that one. I don't want to do, there we go, Inception on us. Okay. So here we go. 5 figures you should avoid and go. If you have some in the chat you'd like to share, then feel free to go ahead and do that, and we will we'll try to recap some of these things. Let me go back here in the chat.
Although if you filtered out Sideshow Grievous, that would probably automatically get rid of about half those comments.
It is amazing how many times that one showed up in the comments. So I'm going to go back here. So the first person said General Grievous from Sideshow. And then I love this one, Clo Collector. Sideshow Grievous, and not forgetting Sideshow Grievous. And finally, Sideshow Grievous. I think we know where he stands. Oh, man, that's funny. That's awesome. This one I have no experience with, the 3A Master Chief. I have no experience with that figure. So I have watched both episodes of Halo. Have you seen those?
I got 20 minutes in, and then I lost a little bit of interest. So maybe I'll give it another try. But
yeah, I'm forcing my way through it.
I played the games. Like I enjoyed the games a lot, but I think, it's just so hard to translate that to a good series. But I'll give it another try. But yeah, the first 20 minutes just kind of bored me.
I thought this was funny, actually, because this was I shared this because I thought it was interesting. Oscar says, anything Justin says you need to pre-order from Toys Wonderland. And then Chris goes, and he just didn't get the joke. It says he doesn't say you need to pre-order thing from there. And then Oscar goes, found the guy that doesn't get the joke. Like, I love this one, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. He was just kidding. He wasn't being serious. Y'all need to tone it down just a touch. Brody says, Grievous, Infinity War Black Widow, Team Suit Tony. Oh, God, Team Suit Tony. That's a good one. Hollow Suit Mark IV, First Order Troopers. There were some people that were, like, emotionally invested in some of these debates.
Yeah.
And that's fine. It's all for just having fun, just collecting. Oscar says Shazam. So,
yeah.
I don't know. Do you have one that you would add to the list other than Grievous?
So the only figure I've bought that I still haven't opened yet is the Armorer. So, I'm just not that excited about what they did with that one. But I only have one third party. I only have 2 third party figures. I have the Snake Eyes, the red variant, which also I guess that's still in the box. And then the Spider-Man Noir figure. So, generally speaking, I'm pretty happy with most of the ones I have. I wouldn't say that I would ever recommend anybody not buy them. Yeah. Maybe Clone Wars.
The Snake Eyes is licensed.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. By the way, did you see they're doing Firefly?
So yeah, I'm.
That's dangerous.
My finger's getting a little twitchy on the 3-0 GI Joes.
It's dangerous because they're cheap, relatively.
Yeah. The Storm Shadow, the Firefly,
and they're doing who's the other one they're doing? Roadblock.
Yeah, Roadblock.
And it's not Dwayne Johnson Roadblock. It's like,
right. No, it's like there's a certain amount of self-control I'm trying to, because I also want to get maybe the Transform. Space is an issue. I have to just kind of take a step back. Space is really tough.
That's where I'm at right now. I'm making room for. So in my collection room, I've got it to where I have it set up fairly how I want it. It's still a little bit more too crowded for my liking, but I'm just weeding stuff out. So as new stuff comes in, I'm deciding, okay, you got to go. And I'm just kind of, if something comes in, something's got to go out. That's kind of where I'm at this point. or it's at least got to go in storage.
Right. And so minus your reviews, you're sticking with Spider-Man, Star Wars, Iron Man.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's the plan for the, and then whatever else strikes my fancy and I decide to keep. But generally, those are where I'm going to stick. Like my in-game cap, he's not going anywhere. That's the best Captain America they made. He's not. But the 2012 Avengers cap, I don't know that I need that one.
Yeah,
I like it, but I don't necessarily know that I need it. I would say I would like to keep that one if they reissued the other Avengers from that line. So Hulk, Black Widow, Hawk, if I could do like the original Avengers line with updated bodies and sculpts, then it would be a reason for me to keep that.
Yeah.
But I'm uncertain at this point because I got Mark 7 and we've got Cap, but I don't have Hulk. I don't have the original. The original Hawkeye was just terrible. I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at. It's kind of trading them up. We got a lot of Grievous on here. A lot of Grievous. This guy, Cameron says, I don't have enough experience collecting, but definitely Grievous. There's a lot of Grievous. Everybody. So the person who asked about the Sideshow Grievous, here's what the community thinks. That's all I'm going to say. You make your own decision. All right. But I'm just saying this is what the people are saying. Doesn't mean they're right. Or wrong, just means what it is. All right, Jared says, man, I'm going to be basing my opinion on the experiences. Please don't be offended. Well, you're going to offend somebody.
Does he know who he's talking to?
Yeah, you're talking to 6 collectors. Going to be offended. That pass doesn't work? Like, no offense, like that. It doesn't work.
Right. That's like saying, just berating somebody, and at the very end saying, "I'm just saying." Like, it doesn't let you off the hook.
Try that with your wife.
All right.
And she'll be like, yeah, you get the hell out. I'm just saying. So in-game Hulk. Yeah, I didn't even buy in-game Hulk. I had no interest in that one. Mark 42. Okay. Obi-Wan prequel. Really? A lot of people like that one. Clone Wars Mall, Proxima Midnight. You guys know my thoughts on Proxima Midnight. That's a turd of a figure. 3-0 Berserk. And I would say Grievous, but with the upgrade, it's doable, and he looks great, even if poorly. That's exactly it. It looks like Grievous, just don't pose him, and you're good. Yeah, that's fair. First Order Troopers, all the Sideshow pieces minus clones. I mean, there's a lot of Sideshow. All the comic cap, Grievous, Sideshow, any other 1/6 figures. Like, you guys really don't like Sideshow's figures. And I understand. I get it. Here's another Master Chief from 3A. There's a lot of feedback on there. So there's some interesting thoughts on there. Let's see if I can go back to the chat here. Linda says, are you surprised? No, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Did you sell your Ragnarok figures? Oh, look at this. All right, so this week, let me tell you what this is like. This just comes with the territory of social media and YouTube and all that. Is I put some figures up for sale for the reasons I was talking about, space reasons. Like, some of the stuff's got to go. And I put up Gladiator, Thor, Hulk, Hela, Loki, Stan Lee. Although, surprisingly, not too many people jumped on the Stan Lee. I don't know why. Like, nobody's bought him yet. So, I mean, it's like a Grail figure for like $150 or something. I don't know. But, I had that set over there, and I did sell Loki. But I've got, how many more Loki I've got coming in? We've got the President Loki, which looks amazing. We've got the TVA Loki. We got Classic Loki. So the Ragnarok Loki, to me, made sense to kind of trade them out. That's kind of how I saw that. And that's kind of how I saw that. The other ones, if they sell, great. If they don't, I'm okay either way. But just space-wise, that's purely what I'm thinking about for those. So I want to pull up this, Mike, because we haven't talked about this, and then we'll kind of wrap this thing up. I don't like to go too much past an hour. Queen Studios announced like 4,000 things. A lot of cool stuff. But I have to find the photo of it. But Lord of the Rings. Do you have any interest at all in Lord of the Rings 1/6 ago?
So, I mean, I sent a text on this one. If this was 20 years ago, I would be all for this. And, I think the films were fantastic when they came out. I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan, book-wise, Hobbit, but it's been 20 years. And so I will say that my excitement for those figures is less than I think for a lot of people. And they've come out with other versions of these in this not too distant past. So, I like the franchise. I think that these could be amazing figures. I have no place, for collecting these. I would much rather collect the G.I. Joe figures. And so I just, it's the same way I feel about like the next generation figures and things like that. It's just been so long for it to have any recency for me.
Yeah, I'm with you on that too. And I think like Asmus Toys did such a great job with their Gandalf. I don't doubt Queen Studios or NR. I don't doubt they'll do a good job with these. I am undecided on whether or not I will get them. Because in the back of my mind, I know this is not a line I will want to chase and complete and display and just like build a whole. I just know I personally I don't. But I am curious. Like if I was going to get one out of the four, it'd be Legolas. That's the one I would get.
Yeah. Now, I think the other thing is from that franchise, I've collected the swords. So I have like Lamdring and Enduril and Sting, and and they're mounted on my wall off camera. That's enough for me personally. Like I thought that the swords were fantastic. I've seen some amazing statues come out that have tempted me a little bit, but it's kind of like the Jurassic Park statue. Also, it's just one of those. It's not going to go with anything else I have. Right. So. I hope they do a great job. For the people who want this, I'm excited for you. Personally, just not there.
I hear you. I'm curious in the chat if you guys are going to be picking this up because I think they'll do a fine job on it. But, I wonder if it's going to be like you're going to get the rooted, but it's a rooted 4-pack. Right. It's $8,000 and you're going to get 4 if you want them rooted. I don't know how they're going to do this, or what the release schedule or anything like that is. I need to chat with them about that, but I'm sure they'll do a fantastic job with them. But I'm not excited about it. And here, let me tell you this. This is my little side rant. I'll go here. This is my side rant. I should make a whole video on this, but I'm not going to. So this is my side rant. Queen Studios or NR went on their Facebook group that they created and made a post about which figures everybody would like to see. And everybody put freaking Batman, like figures that we already have. They just want them remade. And I was like, I said, you guys, I don't get it. I don't understand it.
I know, because I'm definitely in the group of like, how about Firefly figures?
You know, something that doesn't exist.
Exactly. Something that from a quality, there's always the third parties, that have tried to do these things, but there are plenty of franchises out there that you can say, nobody else is making these. We have Queen Studios who's trying to put out high-end stuff, compete with Hot Toys. How about you don't make things that Hot Toys has already made?
Yep. I have it right here. This is where it's at. See how far I can zoom in on this thing. I can make it larger. So they had three little tiers here. 1992 Batman. That was number 1. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I actually understand that one somewhat. Joaquin Phoenix Joker. How many of those do we need? There's like 17 third-party Joaquin Phoenix Jokers. So that one I don't quite understand. Batman Arkham. There's only like 5 of them.
How about like comic book X-Men?
That's what I'm saying. I just don't. Futurama.
I would buy the Futurama line.
I would buy, like, if somebody made Futurama 6-scale statues, I'd buy those. I don't need figures, just statues, something.
Yeah.
I mean, just a Joaquin Phoenix Joker, a Batman, and a Spider-Man. I just, it's lazy. It's lazy. Number 2 was Catwoman, and then Lord of the Rings, all the main characters, which clearly they're doing. I think somebody had a tease on Dark Knight Batman, the Nolan trilogy Batman. Like, do we really? Hot Toys is still making those. Like, they're still releasing those figures. BVS Batman, Logan Wolverine. I would like a proper Logan Wolverine versus that one. I can't understand. Here's one: Kratos God of War. That's a good. That's off the wall. Can't dig that one. And then Metal Gear for video games. So in the video game one, it was Batman Arkham, Kratos, and then Metal Gear. I mean, I just feel like it lacked creativity as far as the options. I posted on there. In fact, I commented on this post. Hold on, where was my comment? There was 410 comments. I probably won't find mine, but
right.
There was a lot. But anyway, I just put a disappointing list to be sure, something like that. And there was a bunch of people under there going, "Yeah, this is crazy. This doesn't make any sense." Batman. I'm surprised Batman Ninja. It's I mean, but people want Batman. Let them make Batman. It's just
Yeah, it is funny though. Their reveal the other day, some of their statues look really amazing, but again, they haven't put out a 6-scale figure yet. And so for all this excitement with the Lord of the Rings and the Batman figures and things like that, I'm just, again, understanding our history with Sideshow 6-scale figures. I really hope that Joker comes out fantastic, but they really need to put the actual product out, have a big win first before expecting people to pay that high of entry, market prices for all their other figures that they're coming out with. Yeah. I need to see what they actually release before I start committing to some of these.
Anytime somebody works in a Stanley gift, I gotta show.
Oh yeah, no, you always win if you put one of those in.
Wow, what an exciting list! Nobody's ever done Batman before. Yeah. I mean, it's just it is what it is. I mean, that's what they asked and they spoke, so be it, and it is what it is. But for me, it's just like, hey.
Yeah. Was there anything from the reveal that got you excited on the statue side, or?
So I'm curious about the half-scale Spider-Man. I think Brendan talked about that.
Yeah, what pose they're going to put him in. Yeah.
Yeah. Just if he's just going to be standing up and down museum, I understand it from a physics perspective. I understand that. But I like a half-scale integrated suit Spider-Man with the legs. Like that would take up 8 square feet of, it'd just be crazy.
Right.
That would be kind of interesting. I don't know. Was it the death metal Batman on the motorcycle? That thing looked crazy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy it, but it's impressive. Just the rendering was just crazy. Yeah, those were kind of the standout pieces for me. A lot of it was just it was outside of the world that I kind of follow. So I appreciate the artistry behind it, but I didn't really get excited about it.
Yeah.
So the stealth suit or strike suit Captain America, I really like that one.
Yeah, I thought that between the Loki, the strike suit cap, the Joker, the base that they designed for the 2 different sides, that looked amazing. I think that they could have done without the computer generated previews. Just save those when they get further down the road, because I'm not going to get excited about computer graphics. But yeah, there was nothing that popped on that I was just like, okay, yeah, that's where I'm going to put my pre-order. So
yeah,
Linda actually agreed with me once, so this is like a moment.
Who, Brendan?
Linda
agreed. What?
Usually she's shaking her head when I'm talking Clone Wars and stuff. So
wow,
I have to mark this moment for posterity.
Wow. It was exactly. Click.
Yeah.
That was an Office reference, by the way. Yeah. So, all right, ladies and gents, we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna jump out here. You guys have been awesome. Try to keep these to about an hour, not to go too long. But we are going to be giving this away, so stay tuned for those in the Patreon Facebook group. We'll be giving that away. Contest link and everything. I do have a video of my 5 figures you should avoid. That video I'll be uploading tonight, so I might release it tonight. Stay tuned if YouTube doesn't do anything crazy. But I'm going to jump out of here and get some rest. So you guys have a good night. We are out. See you.
There we go.